Hey everybody. Sorry, I'm in the middle of editing this video that you're about to watch. I just want to say thank you for stopping by. Thank you for checking out the channel. Consider subscribing. Follow me on Twitch, by the way. Smile Let's Jinx. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, whatever. I don't care. But I hope y'all enjoy. This is me pretty much getting every Discord session I recorded put into one video. So if you enjoy, again, consider subscribing. I'll probably continue uploading. My upload schedule is very weird. Recording in general is just very weird. But yeah, hope y'all enjoy. Recording. I just started recording.
It's in your server, it doesn't matter. The fuck is that? We're going to my server.
Are we going to your
What?
server?
I'm not in your servers.
I accidentally paused my
I have to
recording.
fix
I'm an
everything.
idiot.
How dare you? Cringe. 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 30 years dungeon.
To the dungeon.
Oh.
Yep. But check us out. Check us out. Hold on. And then, right? And then.
All right, peasant.
And then. And then.
I'm sorry, Ducky.
And then.
I said, because he was setting up in his like an all purple room, and I said, all right, Pezzy, calm down.
Why is it not
I just wish I had enough money for a key light. That'd be dope.
key light?
Yeah.
That's what I got right now.
Yeah, that's what you smell like.
A key light?
Yeah. Can you tell?
Why is it not?
Sorry, I smell like plastic and metal. My bad, homie.
And heat.
How do you smell heat? How do you smell it?
You can't tell. So you're telling me you can't tell if the air is hot by smelling it?
Air's hot.
No, because I can just feel it.
You-
You just feel it.
Why are you not working?
You know what?
Hello?
You know what?
What?
Mari, I'm tired of you. Here, have this black light.
Ugh. Oh, there you go.
You're doing too much.
I feel bad. Cam is just all by himself in fucking my spirit.
That's okay. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be. He's a grown man.
Yeah.
He'll be fine.
Not a grown man. He's a minor.
That's fine.
He can at least cosplay as a grown man.
If he gets here, like, after I leave, I'm gonna throw a tantrum.
I'll be here for him.
I'm gonna be leaving around like 11ish.
I'll throw the tantrum for you, so you don't have to. I got
I
you.
appreciate that.
If
Thank
he
you.
joins while you're gone, I got you.
I
I'll
appreciate
verbally berate him.
it. Good. All right, chat. We have already passed 1 minute. Already passed 1 minute.
Chat? Chat?
I'm used to streaming. Shut up.
I did that too yesterday.
Exactly.
How is it going?
Chat. What's crazy is that chat is the first fourth person pronoun.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Chat?
We're about to reach 1.5 minutes.
You know, you're my favorite joke.
Yeah, what you got?
You know what sucks?
I think I heard this joke. Go on.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm so tired.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
Bro,
know what else sucks?
When you said me, when you said
We're gonna see vampires.
yeah, no, that's why I said me. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I thought I was getting ready to play.
You know what?
God.
I forgot how loud that was. I'm sorry.
My bad. Sorry.
It makes my camera app lag.
Ooh,
That's the only problem.
New pictures, new pictures, new pictures. Wait, no, not new
What?
pictures. Sorry.
Of what? Of what? Of what?
Of me performing.
Oh.
That's what I thought.
Sorry.
But
That's not disappointing. Sorry.
sorry, it wasn't big news. God. No, it was the photographer doing a template to something I posted.
Ada Wong.
There he is. Oh my god. Bro. It is
How long did it take you to make that grilled cheese?
14 minutes.
Not really. Yes.
My stopwatch says
15
otherwise.
minutes.
My stopwatch says
Well,
otherwise.
I got. Well, I did get out of the.
Hold on, I have
I
to
did
yell
get
at
out of the
God.
shower at like 9:45.
Are you you serious?
Oh my god! When did you get into the shower?
Yeah, when the fuck did you get in the shower? You told me you were making food.
Well,
You took a shower, then
Literally.
made food.
literally, as y'all started spamming me, my foot got out of the shower.
Oh my god.
Are you
You know,
fucking serious? You're such the biggest fucking liar. I texted you. What the
Well,
fuck
I was
is going
well,
on?
what do you want me? What do you want me to say? Hey, I'm in the shower right now. I'm gonna go make food.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
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 Well, I'm already
Yes.
out of the. I'm already out of the shower, so I'm just gonna say, hey, I'm gonna go make food real quick. I don't need to apply that. I already took a
You've
shower.
been brain rotting this whole time.
We have literally been sitting here waiting for you. Kid? You call me
I
kid?
call everybody a kid. I call everybody a kid.
You're a
Relax.
kid.
Okay. Really? How old are you then, kid?
21.
Yeah, I'm 27.
Kid?
24.
Kid? I'm just kidding. I'm gonna keep calling y'all kids. I don't care.
To be honest, the oldest in this server is Liz,
How old is Liz?
30s.
Damn.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
That blade.
I'm
Wait,
sorry,
I'm
but
not an electrician. I just work on a computer.
Retro, all I
just
hear
heard
is
that
paycheck
electrician and computers are
opportunities.
different.
Paycheck
What
opportunities.
does it do?
You just keep saying like, university. You never actually said what you do.
What the fuck are you listening to,
Bro,
Rachel? Stop being
uh,
on TikTok. I can
No,
explain.
I'm not on TikTok. My wife is sending me nudes, and she just has music playing in the background.
My man. He's winning. He's
think that's a good
winning
sign to
his
get
joke,
on.
and you got nudes. Not fair, dude.
Where are mine?
Dude.
Where are mine?
Where are mine, man? Titties.
Where are mine? Where are mine?
Gone.
I got
Mine are
Netflix.
nowhere to
Live of a
exist.
This is
single man.
Netflix. Where are mine? Chris Hansen, but I'm trying to think of this. All right, what do we have so far? Chris Grandson,
Okay,
Chris
Chris Hanley.
Gymnasium, Chris Ransom, Chris Fandom, Chris Random.
Chris Hansen, but he's putting some wax on for skateboarding. That's Chris Waxon.
I hate you.
Chris Hansen, but he's learning karate. Chris Wax On, Chris Wax Off.
Okay, Chris Hansen, but he's from the Germanic tribe Saxony. That's Chris Saxon.
Chris Hansen,
Chris
but
Hansen.
Chris Hansen, but he got turned into a ghost. Chris Phantom.
Chris Hansen, but he married. Okay, Chris Hansen, but he married Michael Jackson's grandson. That's Chris Jackson.
I hate you.
Chris Hansen, but
Okay,
he's actually, but he comes out gay to his father. Chris Gayson.
Okay, Chris Hansen, but he grows exponentially. That's Chris Expansion.
Chris Hansen, but he takes back his statement. Chris Retraction.
Chris Hans. Okay, wait. Okay,
Oh my god.
Chris Hansen, but he's a big ass house. That's Chris Mansion.
Chris Hansen, but he Chris Hansen,
Booty
but
call secured. Booty call secured.
Booty call secured?
anyways, Chris
Yeah.
Chris Hansen, but he likes setting fire to places. Chris Arson.
Oh, nice.
I like that. That's very good.
Chris Hansen, but he fired something off a pirate ship. That's Chris Cannon.
Shut up! Shut up!
Wait,
No!
wait, wait,
No!
wait. Chris Hansen, but he's giving like a very important unit to his students. Chris Lesson. Chris Hansen, but he enjoys like multiple shades of red. Chris Crimson.
Okay.
Stop it. No. No, that's good, but no.
Guys, Chris Hansen walks
I
into-
hate.
Wait.
Guys, okay.
Chris Hansen from a different universe. Chris
No, no.
Pito.
No.
He's the
Go ahead.
big world.
No,
Like,
go ahead.
pedophile
Go ahead.
in the world.
Go ahead, fake Rizzy. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay.
No.
Anyway, Chris Hansen, somebody walks into an empty room. That's Chris more than none.
No.
I hate that.
No.
Chris Hansen, but he is trying to like make you buy something. Chris salesperson.
Chris
I hate
Hansen,
that.
if we
I
trust
hate that.
make you fuck like 20 different girls. Chris fucking.
Chris Hansen,
Chris Hansen.
but he's like recording something. Chris camera person.
Chris Hansen.
Chris
Chris
Hansen,
Hansen,
but he
buddy's in
plays
a
Thor.
DDSM session. That's Chris put a gag on.
Oh my god.
Stop it. Stop it. No.
Chris Hansen, but he plays Thor. Chris Hemsworth.
No, that sucks. That sucks.
I like that, but that's terrible. That's actually a bad joke, but it's good.
Chris Hansen, but he catches the third evolution to Piplup. Chris Empoleon.
Chris Hansen, buddy's from. Okay, wait. Chris Hansen, buddy's from Midwest America. That's Chris Arkansas.
Chris Hansen, but he's trying to tell you that he's actually part African. Chris South African.
Chris Hansen, but he wants to free the slaves. Chris Lincoln.
Chris Emancipation.
Regardless,
It's
fucking regardless, he had slaves. Not Chris Hansen. Fucking Stop it. No. Stop laughing.
Just a
No.
reiteration.
No.
Just
No.
a reiteration. No, not Chris Hansen.
Oh.
Chris Hansen, buddy's an fuck. Chris Hansen, buddy's a vegetable. Chris Onion.
Chris Hansen, but he's telling you to
Bro,
deal.
we should
Chris.
write this. We should.
No. We don't need to. We don't need to. I'm recording it. I'm recording it.
Okay.
You are terrible.
Chris Hansen. Chris. No. Chris Hansen, but he's actually like very like crafty. Chris Crafts person.
That one hurt.
Chris Hansen, but he's actually like someone in power. Chris Congressperson.
Congressperson. Chris Congressperson. Dude,
Okay.
that's the most uncreative shit heard all week.
Chris Hansen, buddy buys a specific camera. Chris Cannon.
I hate this dude. Fuck.
Chris Hansen, but he likes to notice the similarities between multiple things. Chris Comparison.
Chris Hansen. Chris Hansen, but he works for a tech company. That's Chris from Samsung.
Chris Hansen, but he's on
No.
Stop it.
Chris Hansen, but he's on hard drugs. Chris Crack.
Chris Crack.
Rosie, it's supposed to rhyme.
It's supposed to rhyme. It's supposed to rhyme with Hansen.
Yeah.
What about Cumpson?
No.
Yes. Chris
No.
Cumpson.
No. I'll tell you why.
Okay, how
Because
about this?
it goes against all of what he just made like shows for.
Alright, I got you.
Yeah,
How about-
I know that, but like that's the purpose of like. saying
No.
Chris
I
Cumpson.
gotta go in. Chris Hansen, but he tried rhyming his last name with Cumpson. Chris in prison.
Alright, Chris Hansen, but he got a little groove. Chris Stanson.
Chris Hansen, but he's a gardener. Chris Thumpson.
How am I drunk as they're doing this shit? I love it.
Sorry.
Oh,
Dear God.
I'm drunk as shit at fucking. I don't even know
Chris-
what time.
Chris Hansen, but he left his son behind.
I
at
can
Walmart. That's
spark
Chris
up right now.
Abandon.
I can match you right now, bro.
Did any of you even hear mine?
What'd you say?
No.
Chris Hansen, but he left his son behind at Walmart. That's Chris Abandon.
Chris Hansen, but he commits part of a war crime. Chris Treason.
Chris Hansen, but he's part of something. Chris Sanction.
Chris Hansen, but he's actually like a DC villain. Chris Poison.
I hate this. I'm drunk at 10:47 in the morning, and yeah.
Chris Hansen,
I'm
but he's
playing
part of
fucking Piranha.
Chris Hansen, but he's part of like an older cartoon about people living in space. Chris Jetson.
Chris Jensen.
Chris Hansen, but he plays part in a comic book series from the past. Chris Flintstone.
What the fuck is going on in this Terraria game? I am so confused.
That is.
Honestly, me too. I have no clue what's going on. There I am.
Chris Hansen, but he's actually like very handy. Chris
There we
Handy
go.
person.
Uh-oh.
Chris Hansen, but he's like very stern. Chris Sternson.
Chris Hansen,
I get to play that game.
Chris Hansen, but he got a lot of money. Chris Fanson.
Chris Fuckinson.
Chris Hansen.
Hansen.
Chris Hansen, but his parents divorced. Chris Stepson.
Chris Hansen, but he drank too much alcohol. That's Chris Intoxication.
Chris Hansen, but he had a child. Kristen.
Okay, now that's.
That's deep. Dude, I want to get an avatar tattoo
Chris
so
Hansen.
bad.
Chris Hansen, but he's like very into different types of like large buffalo. Chris Bison.
I don't like
Chris
it, man.
Chris,
Oh,
when
like-
the production crew says it's go time. Chris Action.
Chris Action. I like that. That's pretty good.
Chris Hansen,
Chris-
but
Chris-
his parents are surprised. Chris Damson.
Damn, son.
You say that while I'm playing patty cake.
You know, Chris Hansen, but he's talking to someone. That's Chris Interaction.
I like that.
Chris
Yo,
Hansen,
anybody want to play Overwatch?
Not right now.
My nigga, I'm playing For Honor.
Chris
Yeah, I see
Hansen,
that,
but he's
bro. I'm like, what is this shitty game?
guys. Chris Hansen, but he's driving an F1 car on the Nürburgring. That's Chris Traction.
Oh my god. Chris
I need
Hansen.
to go
Chris
pee
Hansen,
now.
but he's only good at one specific math unit. Chris Fraction.
Here goes my headphones.
Chris Hansen, but he plays a lot of Minecraft. Chris Fraction.
Chris Hansen, but Chris Hansen, but he has a very bad habit of shipping two characters in a series. Chris Fan Fiction.
Oh dear God. Okay, wait. Fuck.
Chris Hansen, but he's into sci-fi. Chris. Fuck!
Chris Science
Okay.
Fiction.
Yeah, I would say that
Wait,
shit,
Chris-
bro. My brain
Chris
fucking
Han-
farted out
okay,
like
guys,
Chris.
guys.
Shit.
Nice.
Like I could have fucking heard my shit go. My
Guys.
fucking brain, dude.
Chris Hansen, but he sends someone money. That's Chris Transaction.
Chris Hansen, but he's hella rich. Chris Bankson.
Chris Hansen, but he's getting a lot of milk from a woman. Chris Lactation. That physically hurt me to say.
Chris Hansen, but he's a hacker. Chris Hexman.
I'm trying to talk.
Go ahead.
My question is.
I listed Chris in
Oh,
1940.
no questions. No questions.
Nah, you go.
That's-
You.
Chris Hansen, but he's fuck. Chris Hansen, but he's calculating 5 minus 2. That's Chris Subtraction.
Shut up. No.
Yes.
My real question is, why the fuck does like none of the streamers join this Discord just to fuck around with us?
Anyway, Chris Hansen.
Oh, there's your answer. Nobody cares.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Chris Hansen, but he buys something from Ralph Lauren. That's Chris Fashion.
Mid. I don't like it. Get better.